Hi, Dr. Jeff here with a triathlon training tip. So you decided to start training for a triathlon, but you're wondering where you could start. In this short video, I'm going to give you some ideas on how to start training for the triathlon on your own. However, if you want to start training for a triathlon with zero guesswork, go to my website, banasportstherapy.com, or you can go to trainingpeaks.com. There are training plans there that you could just plug right into your software and load right up, and specific details on exactly what you should be doing every day. Okay, just had to throw that out there. Okay, so now you want to start training for a triathlon on your own. First step, I really suggest you get a functional movement screen. Okay, a functional movement screen is done by a sports chiropractor or physical therapist, and it's basically a series of movements that can try to determine any muscle imbalances, weakness, or tightness that you may have. Now, we see a lot of people when they start training for a triathlon, they just get in and they just start swimming, biking, and running, and they don't take the time to determine any of these imbalances or weaknesses, and that often leads to injury. So just Google a sports chiropractor functional movement screen. If it's maybe like a half an hour evaluation or so, and a good physical therapist or sports chiropractor should be able to do this movement screen on you and give you some ideas on some stretches and exercises you could do to hopefully avoid some type of injury. Okay, so now you want to start training on your own. You decided not to go get any of those training plans that show the specific details, but you want to start doing some stuff on your own. Here's a nice place to start. Okay, ideally try to set yourself up a 3-week build period. So with followed by like a 1-week easy rest. So you might say for 3 weeks you're going to really increase your training, and then you're going to the 4th week is a really easy recovery. You don't have to take it off, but you don't train as much volume or as much intensity. So you're going to plan yourself a 3-week build over 3 weeks, followed by a 1-week easy rest recover, where that's an easy cycle, a walk, something like that. You don't want to be constantly training hard all the time. Then you don't let your body adapt to the changes that you made in your training. So it's not, I have it listed as recovery here, but that's when you really start making adaptations to your training. So a good rule to start is try doing 2 swim sessions, 2 bike sessions, and 2 run sessions a week. And you could mix that up followed by a brick. A brick is an exercise session. We do back-to-back workouts. So you might do a bike and then right after the bike go for a run. Or you might do a swim and then go for a bike. Ideally, try to do them just like the tri. So you could go for a 20-minute swim and then a half an hour bike. Or you could go for a half an hour bike and a 20-minute run. So switch those up. Those bricks are important. A lot of people, if they don't do the bricks, you're going to feel really, really tired, like in the run, if you don't practice running after biking. So just try doing, like I said, 2 swims a week, 2 bikes, and 2 runs. Now, again, this is very basic guidelines. In the other training plans we write, we have specific intensities, specific rest times, and specific exercise times. So this is just for someone who just is thinking about maybe doing a little triathlon and just wants some basic ideas on what you could do to start moving. Maybe you could start doing something like this, and then as you feel a little bit more comfortable with it, jump into a training program. Also, try to do like 2 strength sessions a week, and CrossFit is a great way to do that. A lot of people, when they start doing the triathlon training, they really avoid the strength training. And being a sports chiropractor, I see a lot of people coming in for injuries, and they're coming in from injuries because they're just swimming, biking, and running, and they're not doing any type of strength training. So strength training will build up some muscular resistance, fatigue resistance, so your body won't be as tired when you're swimming, biking, and running. It will also strengthen all your body up to hopefully prevent some injuries. Now, another little tip here is do some type of movement prep exercise or pattern before your exercise session. Now, there's a lot of different type of movement preference. I really like this Bio Daily Energizer by Elliot Huss. You could just Google that. Google Elliot's name right here and daily bioenergizer. He's got a little routine that I actually really like. It's a great quick, well, I would say quick, 10, 15-minute exercise session that you do before you go run. But just like the movement screen, this movement prep before your exercise will be very, very helpful. Okay, just a quick tips on some of your training when you're going off on your own. Try to train at race pace or even a little bit above race pace. A lot of times people just go out and they just go for a run, and then when they actually get into the race, they're trying to go faster and you're trying to finish, and you're running now at a pace that you never really trained at when you ran. Again, in some of the training programs, or in all the training programs that we have specific intensities that we want you to run at, and specific durations and specific rest times. But if you just want to kind of hack it and do something on your own, try training fast. Try training fast. You should be tired after workouts. And do the strength training, because I spelled that wrong. So I'll just take that out. So and make sure you do those strength training sessions a week. Again, a lot of people avoid that. So if you want more specific details on the specific workouts, just search down our other videos. If you have any questions, go to my website and drop me an email. Happy training.